Hello, fellow cyborgs, and welcome to a tag video. This is the mid-year book freakout tag. This was created by Chami and Ellie. I will link both of their videos down below, and I was kindly tagged by Acacia Ives. Question number 1. What is the best book you have read in 2016? That is without a doubt East of Eden by John Steinbeck, because holy crap, this is my new favorite book of all time, you guys. The brain is still trying to reconcile that this is my favorite book and I am me, because I would never have thought that a modern classic, an American modern classic written by a man would be my favorite book of all time. But it totally is. And you want me to tell you why? I'll tell you why. And the books that came into the house, some of them secretly, well, Samuel rode lightly on top of a book, and he balanced happily among ideas the way a man rides white rapids in a canoe. But Tom got into a book, crawled and groveled between the covers, tunneled like a mole among the thoughts, and came up with the book all over his face and hands. I'll talk about this more coherently in a future video in my summer reading wrap-up at the very least, if not a complete book review as well. If you would like a book review, let me know and I will get on that tout de suite. Question number 2. Best sequel you've read so far in 2016. I don't read very many series, and I have yet to read very many series this year. However, I have started rereading the Harry Potter series and The Prisoner of Azkaban. Oh my goodness. So before this reread, I would have told you hands down 100% that The Goblet of Fire was my favorite Harry Potter book, but this one now, new favorite Harry Potter book, so we'll see if books 6 and 7 have anything to say about that, but Question number 3. A new release you haven't read yet, but want to. That is a Kindle book. Say hello to Digitus. This is my Kindle Paperwhite in his lovely little case there, because, he's camera shy. I recently read Enemy by Kay Eason, which is also I have on my Kindle. And last month, or actually this month, the follow-up book Outlaw came out, and I've been meaning to get to it, but July's been nuts with other buddy reads and things, so I haven't quite got to it yet, but I really, really want to. So Outlaw by Kay Eason. Question number 4. What is your most anticipated release for the second half of the year? I don't have very many. I don't think I have any at all, except for one, which is The Garden Party and Other Stories by Catherine Mansfield. This is a collection of Catherine Mansfield's short stories, but more importantly, the cover illustration is done by Holly Dunn of Holly Dunn Design here on Booktube and YouTube. I pre-ordered that months ago, and it's finally going to get into my hands sometime in August, and I'm very much looking forward to reading more Mansfield, and especially looking forward to seeing the beautiful cover that is on this book. Question number 5. What is your biggest disappointment of the year? That has been Emma Tupper's Diary by Peter Dickinson. I've talked about this book in my 3 Diaries triple book review video. I will link that down below. I requested this book for review from Small Beer Press, but didn't get on with it at all. Ended up giving it 1 star, hence me not having a copy to show you because I don't keep 1 stars. Yeah, so if you want to know why this was my biggest disappointment, just check out that video. It will be linked down below. Question number 6. Biggest surprise so far? That would be Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Elire Sanz. I recently buddy read this with Mehul of Blackbird's Books. I listened to the audio version of this, which is narrated by Lin-Manuel Miranda, the creator and former star of the Hamilton musical. You may know about that. This seemed to be an unquestionable 5-star read, like the best YA ever in anyone's life, but I actually had some big problems with it, and I only gave it 2 out of 5 stars at the end of the day, so I was very, very surprised about that. I don't think this is a bad book, but it definitely wasn't a great book for me, and I also am questioning the way some topics are handled in this story, and if it's actually a good book to give to a YA audience. So, big surprise! I didn't expect that at all. Question number 7. Favorite new author, debut, or new to you? For that, I'm going to say Susanna M. Smith, who wrote How the Blessed Live. This is also one of my top books of 2016 so far. She, so far, only has this book, but if she ever writes another one, I will for sure be picking that up ASAP. Question number 8. Newest fictional crush? I don't have a new fictional crush. Does that mean I'm not reading the right sorts of books? I don't know, but I'm just going to have to skip this question. Question number 9, newest favorite character. For that, I'm going to have to say Now from Ruth Ozeki's A Tale for the Time Being. This book also got 5 stars from me this year so far, and I thought that Now was a really interesting character and really fun to read about. I mean, not that her life is fun, but it was just a fun reading experience. And I really liked Now. I thought that she had some thoughts that I really agreed with, and I found her just a really interesting character to read about. So yes, she's gonna go as my new favorite so far. Question number 10. What book made you cry? That would be At the Mouth of the River of Bees by Kaj Johnson. There were 3 stories in here that made me cry or like weep. Let me see. I think there was 26 Monkeys made me... 26 Monkeys, also The Abyss, made me tear up. At the Mouth of the River of Bees, the titular story, also made me openly weep, and I'm pretty sure there was another one, but I can't quite remember. But yeah, many tears, but tears because the stories were so good that they could make me cry. It was great. It was really good. Question number 11, a book that made you happy. And for that, I've chosen Emma by Jane Austen. It made me smile and snicker so much. I had so much fun reading Emma, and it really makes me want to pick up more Austen. So thank you very much, Emma, for making me happy. Question number 12, the most beautiful book you have bought so far or received this year. For that, I'll have to definitely say This Rhodes Classic Edition of Walden by Henry David Thoreau. I recently received this for my birthday. I love the Rhodes Classics editions. They are the edition that I want to collect of classics, and this is my first one, and it's just awesome, and I can't wait to actually read this copy, but it's so pretty. I love it. Question number 13. What books do you need to get to by the end of the year? So I've got a mini pile, so I'll just go through these. I have 3 books that I need to get to by the end of the year that I requested for review or was asked to review. One of them is on my Kindle, and it is Phoenix by Emily Luckby. She is a fellow booktuber over at Julian Greystoke, and she asked me if I wanted to review her short, like, zombie YA awesome book called Phoenix, and I told her absolutely I would. I would love to try your work out, so I need to get to that sometime soon. I keep thinking I'm going to read it this month, and I keep just not making the time. Bad Manda. I also need to get to The Stories of Ibis by Hiroshi Yamamoto, and this is translated by Takami Nieda. I requested this for review from Haikasoru in like February, and I still haven't gotten to it, so I really just need to get my butt in gear. And finally, I have Young Woman in a Garden by Stories by Delia Sherman. I requested this for review from Small Beer Press, and yet again, haven't made the time to get to this, though I am a little bit worried about this just because Small Beer Press sent me Emma Tupper's Diary, which was my biggest disappointment of the year so far, so that's like kind of made me scared about this one, but I know they're completely different books even if they're published into the same house, so I just need to get on those. And then finally I need to get to Revolutionary Road by Richard Yates. This is one of the 5 books that I want to read in 2016. I have completed 3 out of 5. I am 75% through Moby Dick, and this is number 5 that I haven't touched yet, so I need to get to this by the end of the year. But fortunately I have a buddy read in September with Sabrina from Unmanaged Mischief planned, so hopefully that will make this absolutely doable, and hopefully too I will just read the end of Moby Dick. I am 3/4 of the way through Moby Dick. I just need to finish it, but I'm more worried about not getting to this than finishing the last 150 pages of Moby Dick. And question number 14 is, who is your favorite book community member, blogger, vlogger of the year? That's an awful question. I hate that question. So instead, I'm just going to tell you the people that I tag because they are all some of my favorite YouTubers, or booktubers rather, here on the YouTubes. So get ready, here's the list. So of the favorite people who I also tagged to do this video, I would like to tag Winks from Winks and Ink, Merel from A Blackbird's Books, Michaela and Gretchen from Betwixt the Books, Liz from Now Voyaging, Sophie from A Portal in the Pages, Kate Howe, Taylor from T Reads, Marie Berg, I know that you have already been tagged, but I'm tagging you doubly, and then finally Victoria from A Hermit's Progress. So I would love to see your videos. Hopefully you are not actually freaking out, but you would like to do this tag just to take account of the sorts of books you've been reading this year. Hopefully you have enjoyed my video so far and have had a lovely reading experience, and until next time, continue to be lovely. You are a glow-in-the-dark blowfish.